Quite often people seek our help. They book a consultation because they simply, might be the wrong word, but they simply feel stuck. They feel stuck with where they are at this point in their lives. And I would think that most people can relate to that, which, when one feels stuck, it might often be accompanied by a sense of helplessness, of a loss of agency, maybe even a touch of hopelessness. And of course, that's stressing and distressing as an experience. For some people, such a situation can easily develop into reaching clinical degree, maybe a recurring or for the first time an episode of a clinical condition like maybe depression or anxiety. I think for most people it probably doesn't quite reach that degree, and I think it's important to hold on to the notion that one wouldn't want to over-pathologize life. Life is tough as it is, and there are many situations which are difficult, and one has to acknowledge that rather than dismissing it. But we need to find a sensible cutoff when it becomes a psychiatric condition. So I welcome this, because often people say, I know other people are worse off than me. It is really nothing. I should be able to solve this. And I think that's a tough position to take. So I think I welcome when people come, particularly in the many transition periods of life. In a way, life is full of transition periods right from early on. We start primary school, we change schools, we leave home, we do maybe further education, we start working. Maybe if that's the wish and it works out, we find a partner, maybe get married, maybe become a parent. And then I'm afraid comes retirement and the old age chapters of life. And at each point, these are big transition periods, and they are difficult. However much I might look forward to a change, like getting married, it's also a period of time where I give up a previous chapter, and I might not quite know how it will turn out. It's the ability to hold a degree of uncertainty, to accept and acknowledge that, to be nervous about what is about to happen. So that's very valid, and I think it's important to seek such a consultation as we offer, because it often helps to share it with someone else. Some people find it easier to share it with loved ones or friends or partners, and for other people they prefer to share it with a professional. How does one approach this? Of course, we want to assess that it hasn't developed into a clinically relevant condition which might require different treatments. But even if it does not, that's important. We have some categories, descriptive categories, where what we call subclinical, how we can capture the situation, for example, calling it an adjustment disorder or calling it an episode of mixed depression and anxiety, which means both sets of symptoms and experiences stay below clinical cutoff. And it's simply talking about life and being a sounding board, a reflective board for the person. Often people know the answer themselves. They might not always like them. But I think often one can develop together what the answer might be in terms of what are my next steps? What are the support factors I can tap into? People, things to do, things to explore. And so it's that mixture of acknowledgement and yet looking forward to developing solutions, control what might lie within my control, thinking about how can I influence what I might not be able to control. And often in life, if I can do neither, influencing or controlling something, I need to find a proactive way of accepting it.